clicked on this video, you're probably wondering, is my gecko dying? Now, before we get into today's video, if you've not already, subscribe, hit that like button. Now, let's get into today's video. So, you clicked on this video because you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, Brumation. Now, Brumation is similar to hibernation. Now, hibernation is a state of where an animal, most likely a mammal, goes into a deep sleep where they do not wake up, and what happens is they gorge themselves, so they eat a ton of food before, and then they will go into a cave or a place like that, or burrow underground, and they will eat, and then they won't eat. They'll just sleep and fast and lower their metabolism to the ground and not eat anything. Now, brumation is when a reptile or amphibian lowers its metabolism and lowers its activity levels by not getting the right amount of heat. Now, this is not, sometimes owners will do this on purpose, sometimes it happens on accident. Sometimes your reptiles will brumate because they can sense the pressure changes. If you live somewhere like New England where the pressure changes are like super bad, like what happened to me this year, your animals will go into brumation most likely. So my leopard gecko Noah actually went into brumation, and you may be wondering, how did you figure out? So I was sitting there and Noah hasn't been eating for the past 3 days. I was getting worried, did a bit of research, and figured out the pressure change this year was really bad. And so now Noah is not coming out. He's very, and the reason they don't come out and the reason they don't walk around is because if they're not getting the right amount of heat, their metabolism slows them down. Now, even if you are providing the right amount of heat, say they have a heat pad, they might even go to the cold side just to do the brumation properly. And now there is some benefits to this. It can encourage breeding behavior. It is more natural. It can actually help your geckos live longer in captivity because it's more natural. And if you like unplug heating at night, that can also cause the brumation, because I unplug my heating at night to make it obviously more natural, because in the wild it cools down at night. So it's just going to be cooling down a little bit more, and your reptiles are going to sense that, and they're going to go into a state of brumation. Now, you may be wondering, how do you tell for sure it's in brumation and not parasite? You can take a fecal sample to your vet, and they will actually tell you if it's in brumation. Now, some animals that commonly go into brumation are bearded dragons, acne monitors, Uromastics, leopard geckos are not been proven to go in brumation, but they show brumation signs and symptoms. So, I mean, I think they can, but it's not proven fact, so don't take it like 100% sure. A lot of turtles can actually go into brumation if you do it right. I'm not doing it with Crush, though. This is my common snapping turtle. Even crested geckos can go into brumation. It just depends all on the owner, the care, and even sometimes they just sense the pressure change like I was talking about. So no need to be worried. And now we're going to talk about some things to like not do when they're in brumation. So when they're in brumation, just keep their normal heat cycle unless you're purposely like doing it. But if your gecko just goes into it on accident, just keep your normal heat cycle. You can still hold them. It's up to you though. You can still hold them. But don't feed them, because if you feed them, you may be noticing your leopard gecko didn't eat 3 to 4 days before they started these brumation behavior, and that is because when they're in brumation, like I said, they're not getting the proper heat on purpose. They don't get the proper heat. So what's happening is if they were to eat, that food would go inside them and rot and actually create toxic gases and slowly kill your gecko. And nobody wants their cute, adorable leopard gecko dead, or crested gecko, bearded dragon, anything like that. So, and that's why I'm here to help you guys. Don't freak out if you notice. Don't stress out your leopard gecko. Don't add like a ton more heat. Just keep everything the same if you didn't want it to happen. Now, if you're a breeder and you want it to happen, you're in the wrong place, because I'm not a breeder, so I don't know necessarily how to make it happen. But some ways to make it happen is you could turn the temperature down a decent amount, like 5 to 6 degrees. You could unplug heating at night, and then they'll start feeling the normal temperature, or they could just start feeling the pressure like my geckos did and just kind of do it themselves. Now, some things to avoid, like I said, do not feed them. Do not spray water in their face on purpose, because what will happen is you'll get them super cold and actually can cause hypothermia. So do not do any of that things, and you should be fine. If you have any more questions about brumation, leave it in the comment section below, and then maybe I can help you out. Like I said, I am not an expert on this, but leave it in the comment section below, and maybe I'll help you out. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to do your research, and I'm out. Peace.